Senator Fallon.
Yes, Senator Miles.
I want you to understand, we can't and we're not trying to rewrite history.
Yes, sure.
As you stated with Senator Creighton earlier, Mr. President. We can't and we're not trying to rewrite history. But all we are asking, and my question to you is, don't you think it's a fair question? All we're asking is that the former slave owners and people of the Confederacy, shouldn't the African American tax holders of the state of Texas have the right to ask that those people and those names don't appear on a building that they have part ownership in as tax holders and taxpayers?
I would say first,
should we have to come into our state capitol, because it's ours too, as African Americans.
It's all of ours.
It's all of ours.
I agree.
All we're asking, we're not trying to rewrite history, brother. All we're asking is, should we have to look at the photographs and the names and allow you to hold them as historical figures, knowing the history that we've gone through with them? That's my only question.
So I would answer it by saying, certainly I don't think there's any unanimity with the millions of African Americans in this. Can you hear me? I don't think there's unanimity with every African American in the state of Texas agreeing on this or any issue, number one. Obviously, one of our great colleagues in the House, Representative James White, who is African American, has a different.
Don't go there. Don't do that.
I'm just saying he has.
That's out of order. Come on, man. Talk to me.
But I am.
You leave that alone.
So there's not unanimity, and certainly there are villains in history as well. I mean, I'm not king of Texas. If I was a king of Texas, there'd be certainly people that I don't think merit any kind of recognition because of the evil that they have done. And then I think it's a tough question, and it's a delicate one too, on balance, right? Because I've thought about this. I'm going to be very honest with you and speak from the heart. That what if everything was reversed? What if everything was reversed?
What if it was reversed?
Right. No,
what about my son, who's in my office right now, having to walk through this Capitol, for which he asked to come to work with me this session because he wants to be a part of Texas. He's a Texan, born here. What about my son, who has to walk through this building my freshman year and see pictures of an African American hanging from a tree and two white sheriffs saying, doing God's work? What about my son? What about Royce's kids? What about all these African Americans? What about this lady right here? One of Mrs. Shaw's clerks.
Senator, just stop. Do not be pointing to members in the gallery or on the floor to make your debate. That is not fair to drag them into your discussion.
My son's sitting up there, Mr. President.
If your son's your family member, you can do that.
Okay.
But other people in the gallery, I'm just...
Understood.
Limit what you're saying.
What about my son, and what about Senator West's son? What about our kids that walk through this Capitol?